So let's go to the basics of a page. If we were to start our web page for HTML5, we would create the doc type statement. So I'm going to go ahead and delete these other tags for now, and we'll get back to those in a few minutes. But the doc type tag looks like this: exclamation point, capital DOCTYPE space HTML, and then do the right angle bracket. So this basically declares the document as an HTML5 page, and it says, hey, web browser, read this as HTML5. So that's how you get started. In previous versions of HTML or XHTML, you would have a lot of information in this one tag. And this is just a tag to start the document. So there's no / bracket, it's just the very beginning tag, and it's more just to declare this document again as a document type of HTML, and it's HTML5 specifically. You don't have to put the 5 after HTML in this case. The web browser knows that this is HTML5 based on what you've declared inside these left angle brackets and right angle brackets. Okay. Underneath that, you should be thankful too, because HTML5 has simplified this tag, so it's just 2 words now. Then after that, you create the HTML tag, which has an opening tag and a closing tag of HTML. And then we're obviously just doing lowercase right now. Any tags, you want to just write them in lowercase. That's the most common. It can be viewed in all caps as well, but it's better just to be consistent. The only thing that you're going to write in uppercase is this doc type statement, and that's it. But the rest of them will be in lowercase. Okay, so, and again, HTML, the tag itself, after the doc type tag, the HTML tag declares this as a web page. So here you said this document type is an HTML5 document, and this is an HTML page inside these HTML tags itself. Then after that, you will have a head tag, and everything in your web page is going to stay inside of the HTML closing tag. So it's inside of the actually opening tag and closing tag, but you won't put anything past this ending right angle bracket after HTML itself. So you have the opening head tag and you have the closing head tag. And this, of course, starts the head section of a page. It defines, it's the info in the head section describes the page, but isn't displayed in the web browser, and always appears after the HTML opening tag. So if you're opening a web page and you type something inside the head tag, you wouldn't see it in the web page itself. It's just basically declaring information ahead of time that would describe some information for the web page itself, and I'll explain more as we get further into it. But the head tag is the first portion of our coded tags, and then we have the body tag afterwards, and we do the opening and closing tag for the body element itself. So this is what is going to show inside the body section of the page, and what will show up displayed in the web browser. So this is where we start to make tags that are going to alter the text that we put inside this body tag. So I can put a tag to start out with a paragraph and a closing paragraph tag, opening and closing paragraph tag, and I'll do what I said earlier, which is, hi everyone, this is Scott. And I'll hit save, which is Command S, or you can go up here to the browser bar at the top, or the bar at the top, and say File, Save As, or Save. First time it's going to save as anyway, and I'm just going to put it on the desktop right now, not in the desktop folder, but just the desktop itself. So desktop, and I'm going to say index.html, and that's the actual extension that you'll use, .html, for your web pages. And just double check that this is Unicode. It doesn't really matter which one at the moment, but it knows in TextWrangler to set up HTML tags or whatever web extension you prefer. So if you're using a different kind of extension, that's fine too. But you can save it, and it'll save on the desktop. You'll see it right here to your right if you're on a Mac. And then you've got the first page here. So I can open it up, and I can show you that it goes straight to my page. It's actually showing the location. It says it's a file, and it's on this actual on this actual computer. It's locally hosted on this computer, and then it's navigating to my desktop, and it's right here, desktop index. So it's going to that page, and it's saying, here's some text that I have specified that I want to be in the browser. So I said, hey everyone, this is Scott. So you can see that over to the right. I'll leave that up in a smaller bar. So on the left, again, we have the head tag and the body tag. Now, in the head tag, again, remember, that's just displaying information that is not going to be in the web browser. It's just describing the web browser for the web browser. So in this head section, I create a title tag. And it does have an opening and closing tag. And in the title, it's usually the main point or identifying statement for the page, or for this one, the website, plus this one page, depending on if you have multiple web pages or not. So it shows up in the browser bar, and it's identifying the phrase or name of the page. And this is called the title text. And so I might say Scott's web page. Save. And then if I hit save, I go over to this browser and I just find the refresh button wherever that is, and I can reload the page and it'll show up the new stuff. So you can see now in the browser bar it says Scott's web page. Depending on which browser you're using, if you're using Firefox or Safari, you might see it in a different location, but it's still the title tag that is going to declare how it wants to be identified. So once we get started, the two basic tags that are needed are going to be the title tag and the body tag. Everything else really isn't needed in modern web browsers. It's important to put the other information in there so that you can declare what it is for different browsers. Each browser interprets it a little differently, and so it's important that you go ahead and declare the other tags on this document itself. So you need a title tag and you need a body tag, and there's only one of those. There's only one title tag. You can't have two titles and you can't have two body tags, just one.